in this Premier League matchup at Old Trafford. United will go in as the favourites, there's no doubt about that. They're on good form in 2023. They've carried that over from the end of last year. For Palace, it's not quite been the same. They're yet to win in the new year. Their last victory came at the end of last season, at the end of last year rather. So far in 2023, the best they've managed is a couple of draws, and one of those, of course, was against Manchester United not too long ago at all. Put in a great performance, and Michael Elise managed to score a wonderful free kick in stoppage time to rescue a 1-1 draw for Crystal Palace against United just a couple of weeks ago. But they want to get back to winning ways for 2023. The last win came against Bournemouth on the 1st of December 2022. It was Ayew and Easy who got in the goals that time. But can they get a win today? If they were to, it would be to do it in some style against Manchester United at a packed Old Trafford. The buzz is back around the Old Trafford Stadium, with United back on top form and looking good to finish high up in the Premier League this season. Top 4 minimum requirement as the fans pay their respects. 65 years on, Munich disaster. Bowed heads around Old Trafford right now. 2 wreaths laying by the edge of the centre circle that were put down by managers Erik ten Hag and Patrick Vieira, who are standing side by side in their black winter coats today. The fans, their red, white and black scarves, watch on. Just a moment of remembrance, of course, 65 years on from Manchester United's Munich disaster. Poignant looks. So Alex Ferguson watching on in the stands today as well. Scarves held aloft by the Manchester United faithful. The Crystal Palace team respectfully watching on themselves too. United, their famous red home shirts today with the white collars. For Crystal Palace, white for Crystal Palace. The more familiar and more famous red, white and black for Manchester United. Red shirts, white shorts and black socks. Palace, it's all white. The famous doesn't look too happy with his own effort there. High five to the rest of his defence, but Casemiro shakes his head at his own volley. He's steered that one out of play. It'll be a Crystal Palace corner. A couple of minutes gone here at Old Trafford. And it's all been spent in the Manchester United half so far. Palace with the one free kick that's led to this corner, and Michael Elise from the left-hand side in towards the edge of the 6-yard box and headed away. Elise will get it back, pull it down towards the corner of the penalty area, and Palace are battling for it on that left flank. United have it back by the byline and into the box. The ball is picked up, the whistle's gone. Free kick goes Manchester United's way. Tyrick Mitchell, Palace left back, the man equalised. Should be in an offside position. United will be able to get it away. Patrick Vieira, over in the visiting coach's dugout, reaches for his water bottle to have a swig. As United make their first foray forward into the Palace half, there's a nice little flick back behind from Anthony, the young Brazilian. Took it around the defender with that touch, but couldn't get round himself to win it in the right corner. And now Palace come away with an opportunity to pass it. The through ball threaded towards Odson Edouard down the left flank, but it was cut out. United have it 5 yards into the Palace half now, over on the left-hand side. Meets its way from the touchline now, halfway down the left into the Palace half. United knocking it around, a little triangle in there. They go back towards the centre circle now. Still slightly over on the left of the Palace half, but just taking their time, biding their time, and they take the ball across to Raphael Varane in the centre circle, and he spreads it out along the ground down towards Anthony on the right. Anthony cuts in towards the corner of the penalty area, knocks a pass across 10 yards outside of D. Goes further back towards the centre circle though with Lisandro Martinez. And now there's a through ball, incisive into the left of the penalty area. That was the first chance for United. It'll stay in play on the left of the penalty area. It didn't drift off. Blocked there by Will Hughes, and the United players are surrounding the. They want Andre Mariner to award this as a penalty kick to Manchester United. Like the first 5 minutes here. Through ball cut into the left-hand side of the penalty area really well. It was cleared away in the end, but only down to the edge of the penalty box. Looking at that, I think this will be given as a penalty. I think VAR is going to have a look at this. The hand was up from Will Hughes. He stands out very clearly. It's Rashford with the number 10 on the back of his jersey who crosses it in. It's just a metre away from the byline on the left. It's close to going out of play, but the ball holds up. Manchester United kept it in right at the edge of the penalty area on the left-hand side. Rashford picked up the loose ball after the initial attack hadn't quite faded, and his cross was blocked by the arm, clearly by the arm of Will Hughes. It's whether Andre Mariner decides that was in an unnatural position or not, and to me, it looked like he had his right arm up, held up next to his head there. It wasn't a particularly natural position. Mariner's running over now to have a proper look at the monitor as time ticks away. With 6 minutes gone. Old Trafford. Manchester United fans listening into this. Surely. The spot kick. Just a few moments time. VAR checking the penalty officially. Having a look at it. Goes over, stoops down to the screen and points to the penalty spot. Early here at Old Trafford, and Manchester United have a chance to take the lead from the spot. It was a little careless from Hughes. He was slightly unfortunate as well. He wasn't too far away from Marcus Rashford. But Rashford chipped in the cross. It was a left-footed cross. Scooped it high. Hughes blocked it. He's shaking his head, Will Hughes, but he can't really have too many complaints, to be honest. The hand was up. It was in the area. Once VAR's had a look at that, it's not really any doubt. Now, is there a doubt as to whether Bruno Fernandes can step up and bury this spot kick? Fernandes with the black armband on the right and the white captain's armband on his left. Watches the yellow ball. He's up against Gates. Fernandes opens the scoring for Manchester United. Right in the opening stage of the game here. Just over 6 minutes on the clock, and United lead already. The players run away into the left-hand corner, down near the corner flag, and celebrate. Fans reach for their mobile phones behind a group of United players celebrating. the team huddle is to celebrate the fact that United are already a goal to the good against Crystal Palace here. Rashford's cross blocked by the arm of Will Hughes. Fernandes never in doubt from the penalty spot. Grey skies and grey clouds all over Manchester today, but Fernandes from the penalty spot has provided a ray of sunshine for the Manchester United fans in the Premier League this early on. Slots the ball into the bottom left corner, Vicente Gaeta. His left. If both players go to their left, something doesn't quite add up. Fernandes. An empty goal to roll the ball into. Palace have it back. Neon highlight. The goalkeeper jersey of Vicente Gaeta. Ball out of his net once already. Had to get that one away inside the penalty area. He was being chased down, and now Gaeta's down on the ground, clutching his left ankle. Felt a bit of contact after booting the ball away there. Weghorst is going over to him. 2023 so far, continuing very satisfying vein for Manchester United. Weghorst it was, just closed down Gaeta as he made that clearance, and his left shin, Weghorst caught the boot of Gaeta as he cleared that away, swung his left foot at the ball to get it away. Don't think the referee's seen anything wrong with it. It's United throw in right over next to Patrick Vieira in the Crystal Palace dugout. United throw it. They have it on the halfway line. Right hand side. They chip it forward down the right hand side. It should run comfortably enough for the Palace captain Mark Gay. He goes back to the goalkeeper, but United win it back in the final third here. They're 10 yards outside the penalty area, over on the right hand side. A chance for the overlapping pass. They find Wan-Bissaka who can cross this in towards the 6-yard box. It's headed away well by the white shirts of Palace inside the 6-yard box, but Palace still have to battle for this. It's taken a touch off Wan-Bissaka and it's going to drift away for a goal kick over on the right. Palace tried to clear it down their left. United was still pushing forward down their right. The last touch came off the Manchester United player and it's away for Crystal Palace goal kick. Well, they've got quite some job on their hands now. It was already looking a tough task to come to Old Trafford and get something, but conceding an early spot kick was absolutely not what Crystal Palace would have wanted in this game. If you're just joining us, it's live and unofficial Premier League coverage on flashscore.co.uk and on the mobile app as well. Manchester United leading 1-0. Just about 10 minutes gone at Old Trafford. Spot kick came courtesy of captain. Rolled it in comfortably just a couple of minutes ago, and that is how Manchester United lead the way already. And they're looking good against Crystal Palace. United have it in the centre circle, across to the left with Lisandro Martinez. He's back with Varane, the Frenchman and the Argentinian. Just exchanging passes across the centre circle, and it's back with Varane, former Real Madrid man, on the centre spot. He moves out to the right, driving a few yards forward. So Anthony is shimmying one way or the other. He's left and comes inside, as he likes to do, Anthony, from the corner of the penalty area. It's out to the right with Wan-Bissaka, who's spending a lot of time now in the final third. Attacking forward, United down on the right-hand side, on the edge of the penalty area. Cross stopped and brought back in. Just outside the area. Palace, right back position. Ayew with nowhere really to go, just dribbling the ball slowly towards his own corner flag. With two United players closing him down, he just has to boot it away for a United throw in. The red shirts get it started again halfway down the left-hand side. They throw it back into United territory, onto the halfway line. Wan-Bissaka from the right. United again still around the halfway line, trying to explore forwards down the right there to Palace territory. They have to go back along the touchline, and it's all the way back to David De Gea, who's in all blue today. Sky blue jersey with sky blue shorts and socks as well. David De Gea, he gets it away towards his left back Luke Shaw, and now they look again down the right hand side with Raphael Varane. Still 12 yards inside their own half for now. Palace players, United half closing down. Lisandro Martinez looks left. Still just occupying that space inside their own half. United, it's let go there, so just control keep it in, and they'll run down the right with Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Cleared away. Looks to his linesman. The linesman's signal is thrown. Manchester United just 8 yards away from the right-hand side for United. They get it taken quickly, and it's with Wan-Bissaka. He's got 2 men marking him. Manages to get it back, and again United very comfortable and careful and calm on the ball, and they take it back to the centre circle. Composed performance so far from the Red Devils into the first 2 minutes, which were all Crystal Palace. Free kick chance for Palace and a corner as well, but now it's a corner at the other end for Manchester United. The last touch came off Will Hughes, blocking the cross. This time he manages to do so without the use of his arm. But it's away for United's corner down the right-hand side this time. On the left of the penalty area, and it's headed away eventually. Palace can't keep the ball for long here though. Edge of the final third here. United have it back. They've got 5 or 6 players still forward, 3 in the penalty area. They look down the left towards the byline. Crossing chance from the left is flipped in towards the edge of the 6-yard box and headed away. But Palace are really under big pressure here. United spread it to Anthony on the right, 15 yards outside the penalty area. His cross, he slips as he takes it with his left foot, and the ball drifts harmlessly into the arms of Vicente Gaeta, who made a brilliant save just a moment ago to deny Manchester United. It was the header coming from Weghorst. Managed to get up, almost headed the ball, not quite at the optimum time. The ball was already falling, and Weghorst was falling as well. Perhaps jumped a little bit too early, the Dutch striker. But he managed to steer the ball from 8 yards out of the front post and loop it towards the back post. Gaeta had to be very much alert to track back and spring across to the right to touch it away. It was a comfortable enough save in the end, but it looked very, very close. If Gaeta had not been so alert to it, he would easily have looped over him and beaten him. He managed to palm it away, still only into the danger zone where United could come again and continue the attack. But for now, Palace have it inside their own half. Will Hughes is fouled there. Fred not too happy. Hughes goes down to the ground. Palace free kick, 15 yards inside their own half. Just looking towards the centre circle there, but Andrew Mariner, the referee, was right there as Fred has a couple of bites at Will Hughes. The first one missed, the second one missed the ball but got Hughes. Palace throw it now on the right-hand side, level with the halfway line. Right along the halfway line. Just over a quarter of an hour gone. United 1, Crystal Palace 0. Live with us. This unauthorised Premier League broadcast, flashscore.co.uk, and on the mobile app. Palace trailing 1-0 after an early penalty converted by Bruno Fernandes, Manchester United captain. United, their 4-2-3-1 formation, looking very, very comfortable at home right now. They've rarely conceded in the first half. They've not let in a goal in the first 45 minutes of a game in the Premier League at Old Trafford. Since the opening day of the season, they're unbeaten at Old Trafford as well since that opening day. Won 7 and drawn 1 at Old Trafford. So United have turned this into a home fortress, and Erik ten Hag has turned it into a home fortress. Palace trying to run away down the left-hand side here. It's over to the right. Now with Jordan Ayew. He's gone down to ground. Ayew looking for a free kick up against the touchline. 15 yards just inside Manchester United half. Throw in is given. Just about 10 yards down the right-hand side. Palace are indeed in United territory for the first time in a while. Can they get anything in terms of control of the football after this throw-in? It's gone all the way back into Palace territory, and they switch it quickly out to the left-hand side. It's good movement as well. Tyrick Mitchell just lost his footing as he approached the corner of the penalty area and couldn't get the ball delivered in. And now there might be space in behind for United, who counter quickly down the right-hand side with Anthony. Anthony, one of several Brazilians in this Manchester United lineup, plays it inside from the right. Palace do indeed manage to get it away. Quick passing. They try and launch something down the left. Good battle down this left-hand side for Palace at the moment. It's been United trying to use it as their right flank, and Palace looking dangerous, attempting down their left as well. Sandro Martinez has come across there. 25-year-old has slid in hard on Jeffrey Schlupp. Last touch probably came off Schlupp. Depends whether that's been given as a free kick or not for Palace. John Mariner having a word with Jordan Ayew. It is indeed another free kick chance for Palace. It's a bit further back than the free kick chance they had earlier on in this. They're keen to get something into the box and try and give David De Gea some, because he's not really been tested yet in the game, De Gea. Pass to him. Nothing particularly difficult. Spanish goalkeeper for now, though. Palace just 12 yards down that left-hand side. They take the free kick quickly into the penalty area. It's across and it's blocked. Quick thinking from Patrick Vieira's team, though. They had success with that free kick in stunning style from Michael Olise in the 1-1 draw against Manchester United only a couple of weeks ago in the Premier League. They tried to use another free kick in a very different manner. It nearly paid off for them. The free kick was in a position just down the left-hand side, 10 yards into United territory, and they took it quickly, played an incisive through ball immediately on the left, curling around into the penalty area. It was a Palace player who was first onto it, it was blocked, and now Palace have a throw in down by the corner flag on their left-hand side, down to the byline, still squashed in at the corner flag, forcing it back. Casemiro with the last touch, it'll be another throw in to Crystal Palace. Again, right down by the corner flag. On the left flank here, they might even take it a couple of yards further away from the corner flag with Tyrick Mitchell to just take themselves a few yards before they get stuck in that corner. Mitchell does get it out of the corner, but into the penalty area and cleared away. United have control. Right to left. Room opening up. The run from Rashford looked a bit too early, but was Hughes keeping him onside? Rashford cuts back in the penalty area on the left-hand side. Palace pick it back. Look up again as Rashford cut back and turned away from the Palace goal line. There are counter opportunities though for the team in their red shirts, the home team, Manchester United today. It's not the first and it will not be the last. Rashford was just a little bit too far forward down the left flank, just past the shoulder of the last defender, that was Will Hughes. Counted anyway, had he made something of it. Palace trying their best to keep it in. Eric Ten Hag thinks it went out under his nose. Late challenge from Tyrick Mitchell. It's Casemiro down on the ground, right in front of the United dugout. Mitchell has got 2 assists in his 18 appearances in the Premier League this season. The youth product. Down on the ground. Win it back off Anthony. Anthony knocked it back towards Casemiro. Mitchell followed it all the way and just dived into the challenge. Just a touch too late on Casemiro. Casemiro hobbles back to his feet. 20 minutes gone here. Still Manchester United 1, Crystal Palace 0. Live on flashscore.co.uk and on the mobile app as well. 5 3 o'clock kickoffs in the Premier League today, of course. You can get live coverage of the others as well. There's another game that you're interested in for now. United v Palace. Settling quite nicely in favour of Manchester United. Still very early doors though. It's the Premier League. You never know what could happen. Palace rescued a draw against United not long ago. It was in London. It's a little more tricky today to do it at Old Trafford, but Palace are still very much in this. If you're keen to stick with us for Premier League coverage for the rest of the day as well, then there's another game kicking off just after these ones. Newcastle playing against West Ham United. Another intriguing looking fixture. That's just what the Premier League delivers week in, week out. We've already seen Everton 1, Arsenal 0. Incredible results from earlier on. What will the rest of the day bring? Corner for Manchester United, taken in towards the 6-yard box and headed away. United pick up the ball again with Fred 10 yards outside the box. he spreads it across from a central position out towards the touchline on the left. It's whipped in low. United trying to just flick that goalwards, and they nearly got the second ball there. Palace get it away, and they come out 5 yards shy of the halfway line. Number 7, Michael Elise, and now they're back towards the edge of their own penalty area, and they've given it away on the edge of their own penalty area. United the chance to come into the box. Weghorst takes the first touch and tries to dupe the defenders around him. Couldn't get away though. From the corner of the penalty area on the right there, Weghorst. That was a gifted chance though. Palace a bit careless at the back. Rashford it was earlier, just on the edge of the area, trying to do a clever flick. Brought the ball down beautifully. Andrew Mariner had a good view of that as Rashford went to ground. It was a dive really from Rashford, looking for a penalty, but no contact came. And he knew once he'd gone to ground and no contact had been made that wouldn't have been right to claim for it with Andrew Mariner right there. So Rashford swiftly got back to his feet and didn't claim for the penalty. Palace at the other end, just towards the edge of the penalty area. Offside flag is up though. Free kick given against Monson Edouard. Just too far forward. The Frenchman scored 3 times and 2 assists to his name. Edouard struggling to gain a foothold in the match in the first half of this first half at Old Trafford. We're almost 50% of the way through, and it's Manchester United 1, Crystal Palace 0. Still a lot of football left to be played. 22 minutes still remaining until the half-time interval. Of course, naturally another 45 to come after that. Still a long way standing between Manchester United and these 3 points. They've looked very comfortable since the very early stages of this one. Palace not really able to get on the ball and hold any kind of possession once they pass the halfway line, and United being very calm with what they've done so far. They've not rushed into anything. They've spread it to the left now. Again, they're content to come back to the halfway line and just wait and see what opens up. Martinez and Varane knocking the ball about between each other. Varane drives it forward into the Palace half, spreads it out to Wan-Bissaka on the right. 10 yards in from the touchline, and now up to Rashford, who's moved over to this right flank. Rashford's right up against the touchline, but he takes it back now towards Varane. Fred pushing United back towards the halfway line once more, but Sandro Martinez has it on the centre spot. Varane to his right. Varane now 10 yards into the Palace half, and he chips the ball into the penalty area. It's headed away, but United pick up the loose ball, as they have done time and time again today. This time, the second pass into the box. It's too easy to read for the Palace defenders in their white jerseys with blue and red stripe coming down the middle. They get it away. A bit of head tennis now, halfway down the left-hand side for Palace there. Forward now into United territory, and Monson Edouard falls to the ground rather softly. Casemiro penalised for the challenge. Wasn't too much in it. Edouard felt the contact, dropped to the ground, knew he'd get a free kick for it. There was just enough in it. Borderline call, but more often than not, you're going to get the free kick in that position. And it's no different this time. Casemiro, the man penalised. Edouard winning the free kick, digging out a free kick for Crystal Palace. They had a free kick in this very same position a few moments ago, which they took quickly into the penalty area. You'd have thought their chance to do the same again is rather being blown away with the earlier one when the cross was blocked. But here they are, 5 metres away from the touchline and about 10 yards into the United half again. They try and take it quickly again. It's a direct left-footed through ball. It's Michael Elise who took it, the 21-year-old. He's got 4 assists this season and wasn't too far away from making it number 5. It was a nice idea with both of them. Variation on the theme from the free kick from Palace a moment ago. That time it's a higher, lofted, bouncing through ball. Curls down the left flank and again into the penalty area, curling towards the goal of David De Gea, and just close enough to be able to come out and get it. Now Erik ten Hag furiously writing notes on his piece of paper that's in his hand. Still, 25 minutes gone at Old Trafford. United 1, Crystal Palace 0. Bruno Fernandes from the penalty spot early on in this game, giving the Red Devils the lead at Old Trafford, a place where they've been so good this season. It's been a brilliant week in terms of cup for Manchester United fans, especially the EPL Cup final, having beating Nottingham Forest by an aggregate scoreline of 5-0. Martial, Fred, Rashford, Weghorst and Fernandes all on the score sheet in that one-sided EPL Cup semi-final. Through the showpiece against Newcastle United. Mouth-watering clash of silverware on the line for the first time this season in England. This comes in from Wan-Bissaka, is too close, it's low. Keita gets down and grabs it, the man in his highlighter yellow jersey, blending in with the stewards in their high visibility jackets. Background at the Stretford end. And a shot coming in at the near post, Rashford it was, firing in a right-footed shot towards the nearest Keita. Got down, Manchester United's corner. Palace awfully out of shape though. Chris Richards scrambling to get back. Couldn't stop Marcus Rashford from taking the shot, but Keita was able to stop Marcus Rashford from making it 10 goals in the Premier League this season to his name. Corner for United, it's taken by Shaw, it's headed up and away by Odsonne Edouard in the 6-yard box. Palace will pick it up. Track Manchester United now, who managed to get this back in on goal. They've had a look. It's comfortably into the arms of this Keita. It's Anthony who ended up with the ball just a few yards outside of the Palace penalty area. Brought it back in on his right foot and curled an effort towards the far post from a pace outside of the Palace penalty area, but Keita was able to comfortably move to his left and claim the ball with a diving save. Not a particularly dramatic or acrobatic diving save, it has to be said. The pace and the power were particularly there from Anthony's shot. He was going for placement more than anything and didn't quite have the room to get the ball across inside the far post. United looked to have played that out of play themselves. They were passing it around at the left back position. It looked as though the ball drifted out over the line, but the linesman said no, and United carry on, and they've got it down the right now. It's blocked and it's out. Feet of Erik Ten Hag in the dugout. The dugouts are very close together here at Old Trafford. Ten Hag and Patrick Vieira just a couple of metres apart from one another here. Ten Hag lets his team continue, and they take the throw in, throw it back into their own half. 66% possession so far for Manchester United, 7 attempts on goal to round 0 for Crystal Palace so far. Can Odsonne Edouard change that with his cross drifting in towards the D and bouncing in harmlessly towards David De Gea, and there are no white shirts anywhere near that. That, as we tick towards half an hour played at Old Trafford, pretty much sums up the attacking threat from Crystal Palace so far. Patrick Vieira, some real tactical work on his hands. Palace are going to turn this around against United today. United exploring down the left-hand side, halfway down the left flank inside Palace territory now. Again, as they've done several occasions so far, they're comfortable and content to go back to the halfway line. Spread it from the left across to the right. Passes over hit there for Wan-Bissaka, but they'll get it back from the boot of Bruno Fernandes anyway, who was overlapping there to stop the ball from going out for Palace throw. Wan-Bissaka on the halfway line on the right for Palace, plays it back into the United half. It's with De Gea. Now passes it out to his centre-backs. No pressure at all coming at the moment. That will change, you'd imagine, from Crystal Palace if this does remain 1-0 in the second half. But right now, more than half an hour played, Palace just don't really know how to get out. Long ball forward for United, switched from right to left and headed away by the Palace defence. But once again, they win it back, United, in the final third. There's a dipping volley from Marcus. Keita can let it go. You can see why he had that effort. It was worth hitting. Palace just losing the ball straight away. It was a long, searching pass that really was nowhere near a Manchester United player, but Palace couldn't deal with it except heading it back. They headed it back into a central position about 30 yards out, where Rashford picked it up and the ball was bouncing. Sat up very nicely for him to hit it. He did indeed hit it, but did want it. Not enough. Palace have it now. On the left, towards the corner flag with Palace, but it's a bit of a half-hearted back heel there towards the overlapping run of Tyrick Mitchell. They just asked Mitchell far too much. That's why United have got it away comfortably. United advancing as far forward as the halfway line. Wide left for United. They try and switch it to the right, and again, just like a minute ago, the pass is not really anywhere near a Manchester United player, but the Palace header straight back to the red shirts who follow up for that second ball. United are following it up. Now Palace looking down the left-hand side, 12 yards into United territory, but United have it back comfortably with Lisandro Martinez, who's again in a central position, 5 yards away from the edge of the centre circle with no white shirts around him, and United, as comfortable as you like, can start to break down the left-hand side here. They're into the penalty area. It's flicked across towards the edge of the 6-yard box. They're about 7 or 8 yards in front of Vicente Gaeta. The ball's headed away. United have it back 30 yards out. Central position. They look to the left. The Old Trafford crowd getting behind this because United are so comfortable right now. Looking forward. It's a through the legs pass. That leg down the left hand side into the penalty area. In the end, it's out for United corner. Casemiro doing his work up against Sheikh Doucouré. Rashford with the leg pass from outside the box down near the byline. Just playing Casemiro inside the box in a similar position on the left for United. And down by the byline, Casemiro went for a kind of Marseille roulette-esque turn. Sheikh Doucouré was not allowing that to happen, so he took a nick on it. Went out for a corner. Shooting chance for United. It's blocked by a United player as well. And they can't believe that, United. What a chance that was. Anthony with a left-footed low driving shot from the edge of the area, and it looked like it could have caused serious danger to the Palace goal. But it hit a United player on the way through and served as a very decent defensive block for Palace. And here come Palace now on the left. Running up against two defenders is Onson Edouard, has to turn back and find Michael Elise. Players flooding forward now in the white shirts for the first time in a long while. Palace with Elise. He's tackled, but the ball falls to Will Hughes. It's back on the centre circle now for Palace. And now United have everybody back behind the ball. Panic over for United. Through the legs pass out to the left though is good from Crystal Palace. Chance for something here. Tyrick Mitchell, low cross, big shooting chance for Palace. First one of the game. They don't take it yet. Elise just dribbles out to the left of the penalty area. Instead, chipped cross comes over. Tyrick Mitchell's cross is gathered by David Gea at his back post. With just about 34 minutes played at Old Trafford, that's the best spell we've seen for Patrick Vieira's Crystal Palace for a long time. It was look at goal for a split second there for Michael Elise. He scored twice already in this campaign, but did not pull the trigger that time. Instead, from the left near the front post, elected to dribble out towards the wider left position, the ball in the penalty area. Palace eventually managed to flick it over, but it's really there for it except David De Gea. And again, first touch from Crystal Palace's back towards the edge of the United final third, but the change Palace did the second ball there, but not for long, as United have it back over on the left-hand side. Pace inside the Palace half now. United have it. Their red shirts, white shorts and black socks, the famous colours of the Red Devils. Down by the corner flag, Luke Shaw has it, looked inside, but is covered. Palace defenders. Palace boot it clear over the halfway line. Michael Elise putting in the hard yards, chasing that back, comfortably passed back to David De Gea. De Gea, who's kept 8 clean sheets this Premier League season. Must fancy his chances of getting another one here today. As I said before, still a long way to go in this Premier League match, but nonetheless, you can definitely say that Palace have failed to lay a glove on Manchester United yet. United leading 1-0 thanks to the early penalty from Bruno Fernandes after Marcus Rashford's cross was handled by Will Hughes, had his arm in an unnatural position. Andre Mariner checked VAR, the penalty was given. United lead because of it. United now along the byline, big chance for 2-0, side-footed shot from Fred, 8 yards out, goes for the near post and steers it just wide. Big smile on the face of Fred, he knows that was the chance, but it was another nice move down the left this time for Manchester United. Rashford with the overlapping runner from Wout Weghorst. Weghorst took it all the way down the left-hand side, into the box, down to the byline, cut back a low pass. Palace defence was slow to react. Fred was first on it, side-footed it down towards the near post. Gaeta, in fairness to him and Crystal Palace, was well positioned. Had that been on target, it was just a foot or so wide into Gaeta's goal. And now Gaeta it is who passes it out to the right back position. Can Palace try and launch some more attacks as we're into the last 10 minutes of the first half here? United 1, Crystal Palace 0, the current score. You're live with us on flashscore.co.uk and on the mobile app as well. United looking in control so far, but a 1-goal lead is of course a very slender lead. Palace here with a bank of 5 runners forward. Elise goes to left. Tyreek Mitchell is overlapping on that left-hand side. It's a throw-in to Palace on the left. Nothing really came of that chance for Crystal Palace. Been looking promising for a while. They had runners over, but they've come back with Michael Elise. Elise 40 yards out over on the left-hand side for Palace. Looks like he's considering delivering a cross, but there's no movement in the middle at all. He goes back to the halfway line instead with Matt Gay, Palace captain. Gay has it back 15 yards now inside his own half, and Palace zigzagging back all the way further and further back into their own territory. Ball's played back to Gaeta, who chips it out to the left back position, but a little further forward now. Palace work it forward. They pull it down well with Tyreek Mitchell. Looking for Michael Elise. He's one to chase on the left. Elise up against Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka was in the better starting position. Neither player had a particularly big pace advantage. Wan-Bissaka was able to see the ball out to play comfortably. Marcel Sabitzer, the late arrival in the January transfer window. The first Austrian to play for Manchester United, or he will be if he comes into action today. He's got an orange bib on the sideline right now, and he's warming up, keeping himself ready. Marcel Sabitzer, talented Austrian, could feature. Can he be an impact player for Erik ten Hag in his loan spell here? Certainly a chance for Sabitzer to make an impact here. Not on the pitch yet though. United leading by 1-0. Just about 7 minutes left, you'd imagine, in the first half. Won't be too much stoppage time. The only stoppage really was for the VAR check that led eventually to United's penalty that put them in front. But here come Palace with Elise. Palace have looked a bit more dangerous in the last few minutes, and they've certainly spent more time in the United half. Elise's cross from the left corner of the penalty area, deflected behind off of Aaron Wan-Bissaka, the former Palace man, concedes the corner. The corner count is 4-2 in favour of Manchester United. The goal count, of course, 1-0 in favour of Manchester United. Corner delivered into the 6-yard box and headed up and away. Palace got there in a good position. It was the young defender Chris Richards who was in for it, but he almost got onto that right in front of David De Gea's goal, 5 yards out or so. He wasn't able to get on top of the ball. He was always underneath it, Richards. Nice positioning, good run, but was never going to be able to steer that one downwards, and as it was, cannon off the forehead. The American looped up and away, and Patrick Vieira is watching on. It's very much a thoughtful looking expression on his face, because Palace need to find some answers here. Wan-Bissaka now going down the right for United. 10 yards away from the touchline. They move closer to the touchline now, halfway down the right. They're back to the centre circle again with Lisandro Martinez. His map with Rafael Varane is almost exclusively in that centre circle. It's out wide on the right now with Anthony, who curls a through ball down towards the corner of the penalty area on the right hand side, but Palace can shield that. The clearance is not a particularly good one though, picked up by Casemiro on the edge of the final third. United spreading it across to the left hand side, ball over to Fred on the left line of the penalty area. Tucked away, loose ball took a touch off the legs of the Palace defenders, and then there was a loose ball waiting to be claimed, and Palace booted it away, but they couldn't do much with it. Now though, Will Hughes making some ground up towards the centre circle, ended up getting crowded out. Will Hughes. United have it back with Wan-Bissaka on the halfway line. Now Casemiro back back towards Rafael Varane. Still on the halfway line, Palace. Palace shaping their defence to deal with this attack now, which is moving down the left for Manchester United. It's chipped down the left-hand side, headed away, loose ball. Stays with Manchester United though. United on the left of the penalty area here. The ball is stationary as Marcus Rashford decides which way he's going to go. And Rashford releases a shot with the right foot. Curled it a little too high. It was about a metre over the top of Vicente Gaeta's goal. It seemed like an age there on the line of the penalty area over on the left-hand side that Rashford was able to stand over the ball and just move his legs one way and then the other. Tried to get the Palace defenders to commit themselves, but they didn't. Rashford did manage to earn himself a bit of room as he cut back to get the right footed shot in from the left-hand side. But it was always too high for the in-form Englishman. Palace now win the ball in the United half. They've got a chance to look forward. Elise wheels around and steers the ball down the middle when United thought he might have gone to the left. Shooting chance for United to defend, and De Gea gets down and pushes. Shot on target for Palace. I make that the first one they've managed all day long. It was clever stuff from Michael Elise in the middle there. He had an option open out on the left-hand side. Instead, went for a pass directly up the middle. You can see his low shot coming in from Hostel Edouards. Here, getting down low to his left at full stretch to palm it away. He'd be disappointed had he not made the stop, David De Gea, but still certainly called into more emergency action than he has been at any point in the game so far. Last few minutes of the first half here, Palace still trailing by a goal to nil, but now suddenly they look like they're back alive as a force in the game. They have it with Tyrick Mitchell on the left, down towards the left corner, now to the left corner of the penalty area. Hughes 15 yards back from the edge of the box and now all the way back to the halfway line and 5 yards inside the Palace half with Chris Richards. Now into United territory, down the left goes Jordan Ayew, tries to send Tyrick Mitchell clear, tackles a clean one from Wan-Bissaka. Out for Crystal Palace to throw it, level with the edge of the penalty area on the left-hand side here. Crystal Palace, they get that restarted. Starting to use these flanks a little bit more effectively. United have it back, but they're forced back towards their own byline. Anthony stuck up against the touchline. Free kick goes the way of Manchester United. Casemiro down on the ground, pulls up his black socks. Jordan Ayew, 31-year-old Ghanaian, penalised for a soft foul there on Casemiro. And United now can relieve the little bit of pressure that was building up, a little head of steam that Palace managed to create over the past couple of minutes or so. Now it's the free kick for United in the right back position up against the touchline. Short, flat, moving forward down the right hand side. Wan-Bissaka wide right on the halfway line for Manchester United. He spreads that ball back towards the central defender Lisandro Martinez, and now suddenly Lisandro Martinez is under much more pressure than he's been under at any point in the game. Martinez took just a half a second too long to get that ball under control, had to go all the way towards the edge of his own area. Again, Martinez now able to pass it to David De Gea. Still on the ball in the D. De Gea. We're into last of the 45 minutes of the first half here. United leading by a goal to nil. United explore down the left-hand side, but they come back 15 yards into their own half, looking forward towards the halfway line again, and from the left-back position they spread a long ball down the right flank. Palace header that time there, almost turned into trouble. Jordan Ayew it was who swung the ball back. Won't have been particularly pleased to turn around and find a couple of United players behind him. Well to get out of that tight spot, and they work it away wide right, 10 yards into the Manchester United half. They come inside, just outside the D now, 10 yards outside the D. They're moving backwards, Palace. Will Hughes picks it up, 40 yards out now, 35 yards out down the right hand side. They go from a central position to a wide right position, level with the edge of the penalty area. They've got an overlapping run and they use it. Palace, much better from them, delivered the ball in, but De Gea comes out off his goal line and comfortably catches that, bowls it out down the middle through the D to get United restarted on the counter, which they do quickly. It's out with Anthony down towards the right corner of the penalty area. Anthony for United cuts back and he goes down to the ground and wins a free kick for United. Tyrick Mitchell, the Palace left-back, the man penalised, and we've got 2 minutes of stoppage time to be played at the end of the first half here. Halfway through that already. 2 minutes of stoppage time came. The VAR decision that led to Bruno Fernandes slotting in United's only goal of the game so far from the penalty spot. Mitchell has given Manchester United then perhaps another chance to sign off in style from the end of this first 45. Mitchell's challenge, he had a couple of bites at that, didn't really get the ball. That's why Fernandes and Shaw are lining up over this free kick. Got both options there. Shaw the left-footed variant, Fernandes the right-footed one. It's 10 yards. He's on the edge of the box. They move deeper into the penalty area and it's headed away. The ball stayed on the trajectory that it was put on. It was an out-swinging curler from that right flank. Came from the foot of Bruno Fernandes in the end. Curled towards the flag from the Manchester United left. Got a header on the way through and just took it even quicker to its end destination, which was to go out for United's corner. This should be the end of the first half here. We've played the 2 minutes added on, but United have a corner over on their left-hand side. This will be the last chance of the first half at Old Trafford. It's taken low in towards the 6-yard box, but nobody can get the second ball in a red shirt. Palace bring it away, and Andre Mariner blows his whistle to bring to an end the first half from Old Trafford. Half-time score. United 1, Crystal Palace 0. Will Hughes, the villain of the Crystal Palace so far, it was his handball. Marcus Rashford cross in the opening minutes of the game, which led to VAR checking it out, and in the end it was clearly a penalty decision. Hughes' right arm up in an unnatural position. That is why Bruno Fernandes had the chance to give United the lead from the penalty spot. Hughie took that chance. Fernandes' penalty, 7th minute of the game. United looking comfortable for a good half hour after that. Palace finally their teeth into the game in the closing stages of that first half. It's not game over yet, but United did look very good, very comfortable for much of that first half. Half-time score, Manchester United 1, Crystal Palace 0. Join us again in a few minutes for the second half, live on Flash Sport.
Take nothing away from Marco Baroni's side this afternoon.
Abang bawinannya kan dikianin nih. Aduh, berarti.
Temporary Christmas fixtures. Miraculously gifted play there by Francesco. Challenge from Basquiotto. Finish. Wait for his teammates to get into position. Villarreal can start once again, playing out from the back. About to enter the final 5 minutes of this first half. There's a foul now from Lisandro Magayan. He's making his first start for Egypt. Joined the club very recently, but he is a man who has played in the Spanish top flight before. He made
Leo tunazungumzia swala la usaliti uliokithiri katika wanandoa, kwamba mwaka umeanza 2023 lakini madai ya kwamba visa vya usaliti vimekithiri mengi tu.
Na msije mtazamaji, huenda visa hivi vimechangiwa na nini? Zungumza nasi kupitia nambari ya hapa 22422 ukipenda katika mtandao wetu wa Citizen TV Kenya, #Nipashe.
I interviewed several teachers who are managing junior secondary schools as head teachers. The answer was, these teachers are not pia tu mpangilio wa kuajiri walimu zaidi ya 30 wa sekondari.
Jom. Gue kasih tahu. Gue kan sama sekali. Ini karena kan itu bombo ya. Dan teguan no dia kau mau nih no ada kau menyambut. Ane kau juga tamu lagi. Nah, ya, Andre ini tuh aturan gini. Tahu angkat baru baru setan, baru santai. Tahu ada nama umat.
Kwa shilingi milioni 25 kugura ile vya hoteli na kujita kada kamiti ile atarejesha ile mantoto tano ndio shilingi milioni magana jadanga to gutebera account mwanya Aisha Muhammad ndikiwa mkaraba mchuni au kwa pamoja na tunapanda kila wakati tunachagua madini yanahitaji maji mengi. Seneta wa kaunti ya Murang'a na ore nĩmakarĩrĩtie kamĩtĩ ya kũraithia gĩtũmi magwĩte mũtaratara wa gĩthomo wa CBC gũtũmba na aciari na arimũ gũgakorwo kũgwata mbaru thirikari ndagũtigĩrĩra ũkũguna Kenya nĩ kahinda karĩa mũtaratara ũrĩa mwerũ wa gĩthomo njũkĩtie arimũ na mwanya aja ndĩgũrũmo
tunachukua mtoto tumwangalie, tumchunguze, tuone kwamba kila mtoto
wa kansa Kenya ni moyo ndegurire ringitete murimo wa kansa magapi tukiona ni ntogore kire bagatu serikali ni mdongo wa kugura mboleo ndegure muturi ya Tanzania Mwanzo Uganda kwa Julai rangi rutinga ngira dore aka bidogo hapa ndivya pia kwa baba rejea rangi Uganda leo ni imedekana ndio awote bata yao ni kuna ndani ya ile ngalama ya ukiangalia ya kuweza kutekeleza kutoka ndio hata ndio mentre na mero
ndio yaso
the other things that we can discuss and be able to give each other support and to ensure that we have available cheap fertilizer for our farmers. Sisi kama nchi tunayo mahitaji ya mbolea na imekuwa ni changamoto kama hivyo katika nchi zingine, na tunategemea sana mwekezaji huyu atatusaidia sana kutatua changamoto hiyo kwa uwekezaji mkubwa ambao utasaidia upatikanaji wa mbolea kwa kiwango kikubwa sana. Lakini kwa sababu huyu ni mwekezaji, lakini vile ni mfanyabiashara, kwa hiyo
witness anywhere on the sporting field, and Rashford can drive away from Aurier, and he can set it back
We are live here though with radio commentary from Old Trafford for the Premier League clash between Manchester United and Crystal Palace. The second half is just about to get underway at Old Trafford. This early penalty, Fernandes putting United ahead. Since then, pretty confident in the first half. Palace struggled to begin to show their teeth towards the end of that first half, so there is hope yet for Patrick Vieira's Crystal Palace side. And the players in their white away jerseys with the blue and red stripe down the middle, they will have some work cut out if they're to get anything today against the team in their red home shirts with white collars, white shorts and black socks. It's Manchester United who will get us kicked off. The goal scorer Bruno Fernandes will be the man to get the second half started. The yellow Premier League ball will be rolling in just a moment. Andre Mariner puts the whistle to his lips and the second half kicks off. Manchester United 1, Crystal Palace 0. The score as we begin the second half here from Old Trafford. Results scores elsewhere around the Premier League at half-time. Aston Villa 2, Leicester 3. A thriller going on over there. Brentford 2, Southampton 0. Southampton, bottom club in the Premier League, looking in big trouble. Brighton 0, Bournemouth 0. And Wolves 2, Liverpool 0. The second half's just getting going in all of those games as well, and you can find coverage of those also on flashscore.co.uk and on the mobile app too. After this one's finished, later on there's Newcastle United up against West Ham United as well. Great day of Premier League action, kicked off earlier by Everton, claiming the scalp of top club Arsenal. A 1-0 win for Sean Dyche's Everton. We're a minute now into the second half as Manchester United look to close the gap towards Arsenal at the top of the table. Not far away from moving 3 points closer. Did lose to Arsenal not too long ago. United getting the ball across the penalty area there. It's cleared high and away. United have it back. 30 yards out now. looking down the left-hand side, a little triangle to run into. Luke Shaw went for the second touch, but it didn't work out. United have it back, though, further inside now, level with the edge of the penalty area, but 15 yards outside from the box. But Palace have it tight against the touchline. Sliding challenge comes in from Casemiro, robs Michael Elise of the ball. Palace throw in, wide right on the halfway line, right on the halfway line, in fact, for Crystal Palace. Casemiro, was a thunderous challenge, just stamping his authority in the early stages of this second half. Palace throw in, absolutely bang on the halfway line there for Nathaniel Klein. Palace right back, throws it down the right flank. Palace a little bit too far forward though, and United have it back. They knock it back towards David De Gea, who's under a little bit of pressure inside his own 6-yard box. Get it cleared away though, gets it cleared down the left-hand side for United, and United are still going there, 5 yards away from the halfway line. Now into Palace territory, but it's won back by the Palace defence. It's Klein who gets it back towards Vicente Gaeta in goal. Palace keeper just standing on top of the ball right now, just waiting for something to open up, and he'll launch it long eventually down the right hand side, long with his right foot down towards the halfway line where the loose ball is gathered by Casemiro. He extends his right leg high, Casemiro, to volley that back towards David De Gea, just waiting for it in his deep. United have it in the right back position now, cross towards centre-back Lisandro Martinez. Halfway back into their own half in a central position. They move it out towards Luke Shaw. He's got a goal and an assist this season, Luke Shaw. Shaw has it back in the left-back position. United came into this game on 39 points, 3 ahead of Spurs. Level Newcastle United, 6 behind Manchester City. Score to settle really with Crystal Palace having drawn 1-1 with Palace. Back on the 18th of January, a late free kick from Michael Elise claiming a point, a precious point for Palace, who are yet to win in 2023. As it's got for Vieira's Crystal Palace team in the new year. Their last win came against Bournemouth. New Year's Eve. Spurs this year as well. 1-0 to Chelsea away from home. Not an easy fixtures, that's for sure. Desperate to get some more points on the board. And 23, a long way to go before they can do that. They've got the ball on the left of the penalty area now. An attack down the left for Odsonne Edouard. Running out of steam, really. United defence stood their ground, and Lisandro Martinez allowing Odsonne Edouard to dribble past him in the left corner of the penalty area. Palace had a half chance to make something of that down the left-hand side. It was a very simple attack. It was just a low ball straight down the left flank. Suddenly Odsonne Edouard thought for a second that he was in the last line of defence for Manchester United. Before goalkeeper David De Gea, that is. Last line of defence. Centre-back Lisandro Martinez managed to get the job done. Sabitzer on the bench, Sancho on the bench as well, watching on. Big black coats right now. It's a cold day in Manchester. Very grey skies, cloudy grey skies. United want to win this to warm up their home supporters, give them something to cheer on their ways home. United have it over on the right, on the halfway line, wide right for United. They go back towards the right back position and all the way back to David De Gea, who's waiting on the edge of the penalty area. Can they turn their good cup form into more good league form? Manchester United today, they've reached the EPL Cup final after 2 wins in the semi-finals against Nottingham Forest. They successfully navigated the 4th round of the FA Cup as well, losing past Reading by 3 goals to 1 in 20 seconds. Casemiro scored twice. Fed. Goals now, all of those came in the second half. In the win against Reading in the FA Cup. Now, can they win again in the Premier League? United have a free kick in the centre circle. Actually, it's gone against Lisandro Martinez. It'll be a Palace free kick. Signal of Andre Mariner just waiting. to get Palace restarted. Palace do indeed take it from inside the centre circle and they go back into their own half. There's everybody behind the ball in red shirts at the moment. Palace have it with Chris Richards, the 22-year-old from the USA, former Bayern Munich youth player. His 7th appearance in the Premier League. Palace touch it out to the left touch line. They come down the left-hand side now to the corner of the penalty area. Cross takes a deflection. Palace pick up a corner on their left. From nowhere really, Varane just had to block the cross and simply steered it behind off Tyreek Mitchell. Mike Olise jogging over to go and take this corner, but it's a couple of times now in the second half that United have been open a little bit too simply for my liking down the left-hand side. There's not been any particularly special play from Crystal Palace to get down that left-hand side, just low curling passes down the left flank, and we've had some success with them. This one to a corner ball. Mike Olise has to kick away a second yellow Premier League football. That's the right Nike football quadrant. Dark next to the corner flag, delivers it in. It's drifted to the back of the penalty area. It's at the right corner now, and Palace played across 10 yards outside the box. The ball spread across from a central position out to the left by Will Hughes, who's not happy here because Ant Mariner tried to bend his body out of the way of that, but Mariner stopped the pass in a good position for Crystal Palace there. Mariner's waving Will Hughes over to have a word with him because Hughes has openly shown his frustration with that. Palace will take that and play on, but it wasn't quite as advantageous as the initial pass from Hughes. United scrambling a little bit, but that's a nice touch into the left of the penalty area for Palace. The ball ricochets across the penalty area. United will be able to get to the loose ball first and get it away. They've got it near their corner flag at the left back position. Palace can't keep it in. Nathaniel Klein tried to capture the ball on the left flank and ended up taking a couple of touches and knocking it inadvertently out of play. It was a lovely little move. Initially, it could have been in there. Clever football. Leads to nothing once again for Palace. Movement. Jean Corey involved. Palace breaking away into the penalty area on the left-hand side. The ball across caused all kinds of trouble, but the United defence held on and picked up the loose ball, got it away, and now Palace have it back in their defence, and they'll go back towards Vicente Gaeta. Still, Manchester United 1, Crystal Palace 0. Just under 10 minutes since the restart have been played. The second half ticking away already. United still a goal to the good here. Live with us on flashscore.co.uk and on the mobile app as well. If you're a Manchester United fan, I'm sure you've got a smile on your face right now because they're leading by 1-0. Palace now trying to pick up from where they left off at the end of the first half. They look much better in the final 5 minutes of the first 45. Now they're at least throwing a few more bodies forward. Crystal Palace, they've got it on the right flank and they pass it back. Jordan Ayew turns back, finds Chris Richards, who's just inside the Palace half. Palace have it shy of the centre circle in their own territory, and they spread it over to the right with Nathaniel Klein. Brings it down well initially, but is forced back by Marcus Rashford. Chris Richards will have to go back towards Vicente Gaeta, who's just waiting inside the penalty area. Gets that first time, blasts it high into the air, high into the sky above Old Trafford. It's come down, back towards down to here. De Gea, a simple pass out towards his right back. Rafael Varane in that position right now, one of the centre backs, and now the real right back, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, former Crystal Palace man, holding forward down the right flank for United. There's a loose ball from this cross, but United keep hold of it. They deliver it from right to left into the penalty area. Shooting chances up and over the top from Marcus Rashford. Goalkeeper Gaeta stayed in the centre of the goal, lifted his arm up, and knew at some point that was going to go over and not pose too much of a threat to the Palace goal. However, it was a good chance. The ball switched from right to left for Rashford. Fired it off with a decent bit of pace on it, just a metre or so too high. Gaeta would have had it covered. Nonetheless, a stinging shot from Rashford, a sign of what United can do here 10 minutes into the second half. Palace ship it out towards the left back position, wide against the touchline. United will win that back on the ground. A bit of a battle there with players down. United are into the penalty area. Sharp angle on the right here, and it's stabbed away and poked away by defender Chris Richards, and goes across the byline and stays in and drifts out of play for what will be a Manchester United throw-in right down by the corner flag on their right-hand side. Anthony managed to escape once the loose ball was poked his way on the right flank for United. He got almost all the way in down towards the byline on the right there, Anthony, cutting in at an angle towards the near post, and dropped the ball back in the end from whence it was cleared for this Manchester United throw-in. A little bit of attention being given to the goal scorer and captain today, Bruno Fernandes. 5th goal of the season for him gives Manchester United the advantage right now over Crystal Palace. It's United 1, Crystal Palace 0. The 7th minute penalty coming from Fernandes, who's down, receiving some treatment at the moment. Just extended himself for those challenges. I said the ball was won back almost on the ground. It was a loose ball, and both players for United and Palace were down, scratching around, scraping around, trying to win the loose ball. And that's how it popped out towards Anthony, who dealt very well with it and took the direct line into the penalty area. But Fernandes might have just hyperextended a little. There's who slid to his knees earlier on in the first half in celebration of the opening goal of the day from Old Trafford. He's over whispering to the physio team now, just covering his mouth so that nobody can see what he's saying, but he looks ready to come back on. United have the ball on the right flank, away from goal, back to the halfway line and all the way back. Right hand side of the halfway line, they go back to David De Gea, who's 10 yards outside his area. Lisandro Martinez once again has the ball under no real pressure. United can work it up to the halfway line without any Palace players intervening. Now there's a direct pass down the right hand side. Palace again going to ground and skimming all the way. The left footed kick on the ground, and it works. In the end, Palace do get away down the left hand side, but the offside flag denies Odsonne Edouard. Disappointment there for Palace. They worked that away quickly. It's the 3rd time in this second half that they've managed to make some kind of break down that left flank. Offside, bringing it to a halt this time though, as now the first substitution is being made. Wout Weghorst, the new man, won't get his first Premier League goal today. He gets a round of applause from the Old Trafford faithful nonetheless. Weghorst making his way off with United leading by a goal to nil. He gives a little bit of applause to the Old Trafford crowd as he unwinds the band. Coming on in his place, Garnacho.
Fernandes.
So Garnacho coming on. Can that shake anything up for United? They don't need to change too much. Slender lead. Just being a goal to the good. 18-year-old Argentinian Garnacho, the man, to make his way onto the field.
Standing tactically strong.
It's on to the right-hand side. United have it just inside the Crystal Palace half. It's back on the halfway line now. We've played an hour here at Old Trafford before that first substitution was made. United look long down the right-hand side. It's into the penalty area. It's a good bouncing ball, and Rashford is ever so patient there up against Mark Gay. Manages to win it down by the byline, gets control of the ball and knocks it back out. United have it level with the penalty area over on the right-hand side in that little pocket between the penalty area and the touchline over on the right. They're still there. Briefly passed it in towards Fernandes, who's back on his feet and back on the pitch. Get back out into that right-hand pocket. Now they spread it across into a central position with Luke Shaw, who's back 5 yards away from the halfway line. He looks out towards Garnacho, the new man with the number 49 jersey. Garnacho wins it on the left and turns back and plays it back towards Shaw, and now United stroking the ball across the midfield and across the halfway line, and now back. Centre circle. Sean picks it up. Edge of the centre circle. Trying to conserve some energy as well. Olsen Edouard pushed Martinez slowly back until Martinez had no other option but to turn around and quickly play it down to Gea. On their right hand side, still in United territory though. Second half, Garnacho again on the left hand side. He's got involved a couple of times already now since coming on. Garnacho in a central position, laid the ball off. United have it with Wan-Bissaka 10 yards outside the box, played into the D, passing further into the area as well. They still just have it just inside the box now. United is a low ball across and it should be tucked home, and it is. United lead by 2 goals to 0. It's a lovely finish. It's Marcus Rashford, goal number 10 of the season. The man with number 10 on the back of his jersey takes the applause from the crowd. He goes over to celebrate in the corner, and he's got his 10th of the campaign. Good work from United there. That was the best spell of passing that we've seen in the 62 minutes of this match today at Old Trafford. Really nice, quick passing, quick movement. Garnacho injected a bit of energy and got that started, so you've got to give some credit to Erik ten Hag for an excellent substitution there. The freshness of Garnacho helped United zip those passes across just outside the area, and in the end they managed to move it just inside the area as well. When they moved it from a central position just on the edge of the D out left to Luke Shaw on the left edge of the penalty area. Shaw's ball was low, it was precise, it was just in the gap between the 6-yard box and the penalty area, and who was there just to steer it home. It was crisp, it was clean. All Rashford had to do was get a side foot on it and turn it goalwards. It was close to Gaeta, but it was just into that place where Gaeta couldn't flick a leg out at it by moving down to try and get his arm and his right hand down to it as well. It was just that little gap. In all honesty, it was coming from too close. It was point blank range for Rashford. All he needed was a clean contact, and he got one. United leading 2 goals to 0 now. Fernandes with the penalty in the first half. Rashford with goal number 2 in the second half. Palace have had spells of good football in this game. They're going to need to do more than that to get anything out of this one now. It looks an awful long way back with under half an hour to play. United really comfortable football there, looking every bit like a top 4 side at least this season, Manchester United. Nice running down the left-hand side for Palace. They're halfway down into United territory, but the United defence come away with it in the right-back position. Now they can burst forward down the right flank, tight against the touchline, get it down towards the corner flag as well. Now United have gone all the way from their own corner flag out towards the Palace corner flag on the right flank. They'll pick up a throw in there on the far side towards that in favour of Anthony. United throwing just a couple of metres away. On the right-hand side for United. Past the edge of the penalty area. So it's taken straight back towards Wan-Bissaka. Volleyed across towards the central position. Luke Shaw, the man with the assist for goal number 2. Dave Rashford is the man who earned the penalty in the first half. His cross was handled. Now he's got a goal as well. United getting a cross in, headed away, stooped low to head away. Chris Richards just 6 yards out and it's away. Oh, another throw in on the right hand side for United.
There's a great deal in it, but I think when you see so many players like that coming together.
Palace getting ready to make a double substitution here. Patrick Vieira needs to make some changes, I'm sure, in some ways. He wishes he was able to make those changes again whilst the scoreline was still 1-0 and Palace was still within striking distance of getting something from this game. A lot of pushing and shoving over on the touchline now. It's right in front of the linesman, and this has turned out into an all-out fracas, actually.
The referee had to have eyes everywhere.
Palace players in white, United players in red. Must be 10 or 15 of them involved. It's a huge brawl now with Will Hughes at the centre. Referee Andre Mariner just watching waiting for the players to separate there. Brighton was caught in it. We didn't really see what actually made that kick off. It was pretty unsavoury. I'm not sure anybody's going to get a red card for it. It looked like a lot of pushing and shoving, but nothing too specific in terms of any offenders. It was a United throw-in. Again, had that throw-in down by the corner flag on the right, and then there's a challenge on Anthony. It's a hefty challenge. The Palace players were in there. Just sent Anthony. Just tried to take the ball away with his left foot. Made the challenge initially. Anthony was off balance to some extent. He was going into the book for that. He's not sure why. Throw in, as you can imagine, down by the corner flag. There wasn't much space to work with. It came back towards Anthony. He was right on the touchline. Anthony flicked it back away down the left flank. Just hopped up into the air as he did so to avoid the challenge. The challenge was more of a body check rather than hook leg. As he body checked Anthony, who just taking his weight up off the ground. Anthony was almost really off balance there, so just being knocked down Old Trafford, down on that side. Got a little slope away from the pitch down towards the hoardings. Anthony was sliding all the way down there. Once he got back up, but from behind the linesman. Getting involved, Rashford trying to separate Jeffrey Schlupp away from everybody else, i.e. Hughes. They're at the centre of it too. Mariner dishing out yellow cards to Jeffrey Schlupp and Anthony for now. VAR is having a look to see if there's possible violent conduct charge for somebody that would lead to a red card. In all honesty, there's so much pushing and shoving and shirt tugging in there. It's hard to see who exactly they will be looking at unless it's a number of players. Casemiro's got his arms around the neck of Will Hughes here. Doesn't need to be involved with that. Not really any need for this, especially for the United players who are 2-0 up at this point in the game. Rashford just tried to steer Schlupp away from the horde of chits trying to get to him. So I think there will be anything involving those two. I'll have to use my words in a minute though. Still checking this ever so carefully with VAR. Credit to Andrew Mariner, who just got out of there, watched on to see what he could see, knowing straight away that he was going to come back over and have a look at this on VAR in just a minute. That's what he has done. He's going over now to take a second look at the monitor. Had to do it in the first half. Led to United's penalty. That put them 1-0 to the good. Now, could be a problem for Casemiro. I make him the most likely conduct. He's got his hands around the neck of Hughes. He doesn't need to be doing that. He does grab the neck of Hughes. You can't really see. He's got black gloves on, Casemiro. You can't see how much force he's exerting on that. To lift up Will Hughes slightly, but I'm not sure what Andrew Mariner is. Very, very hard to tell. Could United find themselves a man down here? Casemiro is being called over. And it is a straight red card for Casemiro. A blow to Manchester United. Even if it doesn't cost them anything in this game, at 2-0 up, they're still looking good here. Still back to on with 10 men, but it's a needless red card for Casemiro. United, to be without the services of one of their better players this season, there'll be a suspension as well. Violent conduct red card for Casemiro. There was a fracas, a scuffle over by the corner flag on the right flank for United. Casemiro unnecessarily grabbing the neck of Will Hughes. Ten Hag's not happy, but you have to put that on firmly on the shoulders of your own player there, because there's no need for Casemiro to do that. As I said, in a brawl with so many players involved, it's difficult to pick anybody out individually, but all of the rest were just pushing and shoving. Casemiro, however, escalated his conduct to a different level, putting both hands firmly around the neck. As he assessed the situation, not looking happy whatsoever.
có qua chơi ăn nó cũng cái nhà chủ ông ta cũng nhà cảnh sát nó của do ya nó
Has to be
con
taken
bé
by his own player. In the end of all of that, United, who are now down to 10 men but leading 2-0, they do have a free kick over from the right that is delivered in. And Gaeta captures it comfortably and gets things going. Is that something to galvanise Crystal Palace here, though? 2 down, but with a man advantage now, 20 minutes to play, including a bit of stoppage time, and we will have a few minutes of stoppage time after that. Palace. Advantage played as they work it forward to the left-hand side. It might be offside there. They're into the penalty area on the left-hand side. Shot blazed over from the angle on the left by Hudson Edouard. That would have been something. If Palace had got a goal now, the momentum of the game would have shifted entirely. Edouard was arguably offside as well. Perhaps should have left it, actually. Had a better placed teammate running in from the left flank, who at least had a natural angle looking in towards goal. Edouard drifted out to the left to try and meet that. Took it with his left foot, blazed it over at the near post. Double substitution eventually does come as Ayew and Hughes are withdrawn. Sambi Lokonga, new signing, along with Easy, coming on now with Palace. What's left in the game? Palace, if anything, they're 2-0 down. Now Casemiro's 70th minute red card just opened up the prospect of United not winning this game, something which looked rather unlikely to say the least once Marcus Rashford had doubled the lead in the 63rd minute. Let's throw it. Back position. Still on the ball inside their own half. They advance it forward to the halfway line, looking down the right now. Crystal Palace over on the right-hand not taken the throw it yet, they're just waiting for options to open up. Palace throw it back towards Chris Richards, down right flank, but down towards the halfway line. They need to get the ball in the opposite direction as quickly as possible. Fast overhit for Palace on the left flank, and it bounces out of play. Manchester United throw it down 10 yards. Advanced 15 yards in fact from their corner flag.
Brilliant save. I mean, it's such a strong game. But look at he's ready, he's waiting for the reactions.
Just trying to take the tempo and the pace out of the game right now. They don't need Palace launching an all-out comeback attempt in this game. United lead by 2-0 with us live on flashscore.co.uk and on the mobile app as well. There are another 3 o'clock kickoffs from the English Premier League available. Live radio commentary. The game's going on right now. Pretty exciting as well, but this one has just got a whole lot more exciting from a neutral's perspective at least, or from the Palace fans' perspective. Given that Casemiro's rather unnecessary red card is potentially back into the game for Palace, who look like they're trying to get back into this as quickly as possible. Suddenly, things moving forward, trying to do it as quickly as possible. Header in, and it's punched away by David De Gea. That was as close as Palace have come. In fact, that's the closest they've come by quite some margin. Corner ball from the right-hand side. Header from 7 yards out. It's well struck as well. Clean header, right on target. Substitute Albert Sambi Lokonga. Just a little bit too central. David De Gea is able to push it away to safety. Palace have another corner though. That one will fall. Could be a chance on the rebound, and it's in for Palace. Offside flag's going to deny them though, is it? No, they've got one back. The offside flag stays down. Jeff Frischluck has reduced the deficit with 15 minutes to play, and suddenly the red card has brought Palace to life. And the most crucial thing of all is that they've managed to get the ball into the back of the net quickly after the red card as well, just 5 minutes later, and now They're just one goal down. And with the man advantage, the second corner in quick succession was headed away. The shot fired in by Sheikh Doucouré was way off target. And instead of skewing it wide, in the end, there to meet the loose shot. David De Gea is asking where his defence were, but in fairness, they were expecting the shot to be on target, and they were blocking the route to goal between Sheikh Doucouré and the back post. Instead, Doucouré fired it in a position that would have been well wide. That was to the benefit of Jeffrey Schlupp. He managed to turn it in on the bounce. It's a lovely finish from Schlupp, and had to readjust very quickly. He turned in his first goal of the season, and Palace are right back in this one. Sambi Lokonga, getting so close from that header from the first corner. Palace scoring eventually from the second one. Now it's game on at Old Trafford. United 2, Crystal Palace 1. Casemiro has been sent off for Manchester United. Suddenly, from cruising at 2-0 up, this is looking rather different. United fans in their red colours, black coats, red, white and black scarves of course. Growing a bit restless now, 78 minutes gone. Just 10 minutes ago they thought they were heading towards a very comfortable 3 points indeed. Now, it's a different story. Cross coming in for Palace towards the back post. Steered back across the face of goal. It stays in somehow. United looking away near the goal line. Get away to safety. Palace throw in. It's out in the dugout by Patrick Vieira. Palace throw in for Chris Richards about 6 yards inside United territory. It's a decent cross though from Michael Elise. Drifting in, swinging towards the back post. All Palace can do is keep it alive by volleying it up high across the top of the 6-yard box. It was difficult for United. De Gea couldn't come and grab it, it was too high, couldn't wait for it to come down either. United did get it away to safety. Attack at the other end, United. One free kick down by the left corner there. Garnacho's the player down. United now with 2 players down. Garnacho's back.